This is the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Frank.
And I'm Jerry.
And this is the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock.
Yeah.
All right. Jerry, how are you this week?
Frank, Jim, I'm doing wonderfully.
Jim, how are you?
I'm great.
You hunkered down?
Hunkered down. I guess they changed the curfew time, so it's like 5 p.m. here now.
Well, they put out another amendment to that. It was a mistake. It is 6 in LA County.
Oh, well, evidently a lot of
Wow.
people didn't get the message because people were shutting down at 5 o'clock. So
Yeah. I hear Target's just shutting down, period.
Well,
not
we'll
not
see.
all of them, but the
Okay.
local one here in Azusa shut down.
Okay.
stores out here shut down at noon today. They got word there was going to be protesting and looting and whatnot. So
My gosh.
it's bad.
Yeah.
I know we're not. It's kind of odd because the band that I picked this week is kind of a political or politically motivated band. It wasn't by design, but we're going to talk about protesting just a little bit when they do their song. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
This isn't a political show, and I don't want to get into what's going on right now, but it's not pretty. We're not in a good place, and it will get better eventually. I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
We're a good, strong country, and people will wise up eventually and get to doing what they're supposed to do.
Things can only get better, right, Howard Jones? That's right.
In other,
Howard says yes.
Yep.
we lost Bob Kulick this past week.
Yeah.
And did I send you guys the link? Did you guys, by any chance, get a chance to read or listen?
I did. Yeah.
I've listened to that link before.
Yeah.
Where he's just going off.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
mental state that wasn't good at the time. It was that way for quite a while. So, very talented guitarist. I always thought, for me, he was always bitter that he didn't make it in Kiss, I think. And I think he had zero stage presence and no personality for the band. And someone like Ace comes in, a few guys later in auditions, and he's quirky and he's raw.
Yeah, it had different colored shoes on. So Bob Kulick auditioned for like OG Kiss way back in the day?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, guys.
Yeah, I didn't know he actually auditioned, but I know that
Wow.
he and Paul were tight.
Yes. Well,
Like he used to travel with Paul.
right. Well, he was in his and he worked on his solo album with him.
Right, sure.
He was originally on the same day as Ace, I guess, auditioned for the band. And
Wow. Didn't know that.
just like I said, I just don't think the presence wise, he's had that bald head for as long as I can remember. So
Right.
yeah, I just don't think that mixed with the whole vision that they had, and
And I remember him saying one time, like, it didn't work out. He said, visually, they were a big hair band, and I had no hair, so there it was.
yeah, that's it's a loss to the music community because he played guitar. He did "Bat Out of Hell" with Meatloaf. That was his other big claim to fame.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good stuff on that.
Toured with lots of bands. He was, like I say, a studio musician that was one of those guys that played in the background, and that's where he was, I think, supposed to be.
Did you ever hear any of the stuff he did with Skull?
No,
Yeah, me either.
no.
I had a buddy who knew who he was, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he plays in this band Skull," but I don't even recall ever seeing any of their albums around.
No, it's not nothing I'm familiar with. But it doesn't mean it wasn't good or wasn't
Right.
wasn't out there. But so moving on, like I say, rest in peace, Bob Kulick.
Yeah, God bless. 70 years old.
Yeah.
Not a bad run.
No, you've got a mail call for us this week, Jim.
I've got a mail call. I understand you have a mail
Alright.
call too.
Yes,
Whoa.
Is that true?
yes.
Well, this week, a couple of releases that I've been waiting for kind of a long time. So I got Red Cross Show
Jaime got
World,
his Red Cross, yeah.
and Phase Shifter.
Right.
Both
Wow.
released first time on vinyl in the U.S. Thank you, Jack White and Third Man Records for going the extra
Nice.
mile and making this happen. So,
Wow.
Those are colored vinyl or
and not colored, traditional black vinyl.
very good.
But I don't care. Just happy to
No.
have it in the collection.
But
right?
Frank, it's orange, right?
Always a bonus.
No.
It's always a bonus, right? It's always a bonus if it's colored vinyl. I was kind of hoping, but there was no option for colored vinyl, and it was just this is what they did. So
I had to run some errands today, and on my way home, I stopped at Dr. Strange Records.
oh, nice.
They had a record store day version of, I forget which Red Cross album, but it was colored vinyl. And I actually left it there, believe it or not. I did not pick it up.
Unusual for you.
What happened?
I just wasn't in the buying mood. There was a lot of people in the store, and I didn't want to be.
Well, that's what it was, Jaime. Doesn't matter. It could have been Rainbow.
Yeah.
Frank's like, there's too many people in here.
I know.
I got you. Yeah, no
Getting
worries.
his anxiety up. He had to get
Yeah,
out the
you
door.
know it, Jaime, in spades. You know it.
Uh,
Oh, boy. Yeah.
mask off fast enough.
Sorry to interrupt, Frank. Yeah. Sorry.
The store.
Too many people in here.
It was just a little too crowded.
Yeah.
I have been. Yeah.
The manager and the clerk were in there.
It was shopping. Don't get me wrong.
I love you, Frank. I'm sorry.
Or you know how small it is, and you know that it's the aisles are tight, and
Trying to keep the virus from spreading, huh, Frank?
not. You know what? It's just I'm looking in one direction, and I don't want to feel anybody's back on mine while they're looking at records on. It's just too tight.
I'm with you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, but like I said, I have been buying online. Got some doozies coming pretty quick. But what I want to share with you, what I just got a couple days ago, and we may have talked about this, and I'm not sure if we did or not, but I got the Van Halen Japanese singles.
Huh?
Yeah, we talked about that a couple months back, wasn't it?
This
Ooh.
reproduction, it's a really nice little box set here. It's got the little quasi obi
strip on the top.
Yeah. And, it just goes on and on. They're all, and they've got the Van Halen logo in the back. And only one song out of all the 13 singles that's different. And I think it's Jump. I think it's the version, or maybe Panama. One of the, whichever one they did a video for, and Dave kind of.
Added a vocal. Yeah.
Jump.
Wasn't that
Or Panama.
Pretty Woman? No.
No. Frank's on it. It's Jump or Panama.
And that's
little added vocal. Yeah.
versions. But pretty nifty little box set here. The Van Halen singles, and at a good price. I'm going to tell you right now. What would you pay for 13 singles today? What do you think? In a box set, a sturdy box set reproduction of the Japanese version.
What do I think it would run?
Well, how much would you pay for it?
I think it would run $130.
Really, Jerry?
So let me get this straight. They're all on 45s.
Yes.
And there's how many?
There's 13. It's every single.
Oh yeah, I'd go buck each easy. Like Jaime, yeah. Unless you get a bargain basement like a 99 deal at the door.
$37.99.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
They must have them stacked up somewhere. No, I'd figure at least a buck a single. Single. That's a signal to say single.
I've got the company in a box over here. I'll send you the link, and
and it's all legit stuff. 30-something bucks for all that.
$37.99. Yeah.
Looks like they're nice picture sleeves too.
Oh wow!
So I'll post some pictures on our page on Facebook so people can.
That looks pretty beefy. That's pretty good, Frank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes up for all the money we spend on other vinyl.
Well, normally, yeah, you buy a colored vinyl or you buy a double album, and you're easily spending that much money. So.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say I was kind of grateful to Red Cross that they weren't bumping the price up for colored vinyl, but at that cost they did include tax and shipping, so
that's good.
Wasn't too bad. But it was $25 an album. So
did we talk about Record Store Day that's coming up? That's going to be an expanded 2-day mail order of Record Store Day.
We have not talked about it.
Okay, I don't know how it's going to work, but
especially now, guys.
And on 2 separate days, maybe 4 separate days altogether, if I'm not mistaken. But I like I said, it's already messed up trying to get something online. Now you're going to be fighting with people who have a faster internet than you do, and you're never going to see an album. So, anyways, let's move forward.
Let's
talk about Jerry this week.
Thank you, Frank and Jim. The band I got this week is Sad Hotels. Sad Hotels out of Frisco. The name of the EP is 3 Standards. The song, I almost want to hold back on the name of the song till after Frank plays it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Because people aren't even gonna. Anywho, Sad Hotels in their own bio states that Sad Hotels is the world's least important band, which I love. They can be reached on Instagram at Sad Hotels Music, Venmo at Sad Hotels, Twitter at Sad Hotels Music. We got Clyde Thunderbird, and this is what I love. William got back to me from the band, got back to us, the show. And I love these names, guys, if you'll bear with me. Again, thankfully, there are only 5 of us, so the collective human potential being wasted is still relatively minimal. We will update if our numbers grow. They're funny as F, guys.
Yes, they are.
Clyde Thunderbird, the singer. Mark Houston, the guitar player. Billy Ray Gunn, the other guitar player. Joel Geisker, the bass player. Michael Gaylord, the drummer. Again, out of Frisco. They started off as like a 2-man acoustic comedy duo. You know, going to clubs and, you know, one guy's got a guitar and the other guy's funny. And now they turned into a band, and thank God they did, guys, because this band is smoking. I love it. It's dark, it's twangy, it's echoey, and I love it. But just to say it, they have a 3-song EP that just came out, weeks ago.
Right.
And it says we are currently working on a 2-single called Taking Drugs is Fine, as well as a few video projects. If you need any more info, let us know. They're really great to get back to us. And again, Sad Hotels out of Frisco. And the song, I don't want to say the title of the song.
We're going to play the song, but I want to say real quick, Jerry, when I initially reached out to them, they said, "Oh yes, this is awesome. Please play us on your show, but be prepared for the onslaught of the 3 or 4 of our listeners and fans who may."
Right. We're gonna overwhelm your show. Yeah. That's what I love about it. They're so funny. Yeah. They're so funny.
Yeah. So we can handle their fandom.
Yeah. Well, they say, you know, if we play him enough, you know, our subscriptions are going to go way up. 3-4 people, maybe.
Well, here you go. The Sad.
But Sad Hotels. EP is 3 Standards, and name of the song afterwards, Frank. Spin it, baby. All Thank you, Frank.
Give it to me, baby.
Into my heart, you set my soul sky high when the loving starts. Jitterbug into my brain, goes a bang, bang, bang till my feet do the same. Something's bugging you, yeah, something ain't right. My best friend told me what you did last night. Left me sleeping alone, sleeping in my bed. I was dreaming, but I should have been with you instead. Hey! go, don't wanna miss it when you hit that high. You wake me up before you go, 'cause I'm not planning on going so low. You wake me up before you go, don't wanna miss it when you hit that high. You wake me up before you go, 'cause I'm not planning on going so low. You wake me up before you go, don't wanna miss it when you hit that high. So wake me up before you go, 'cause I'm not planning on going so low. You wake me up before you go, don't wanna miss it when you hit that high. You wake me up before you go, don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. You wake me up before you go, don't wanna miss it when you hit that high.
Sad Hotels.
That's the Sad Hotels. Jim, you've muted yourself there. There we go. Did you figure it out?
Yeah. Although I did not, I'm listening along to it and I'm like, there's something oddly familiar about these lyrics.
Right.
Like I've
Isn't that
heard this somewhere before,
Right.
and I cannot place it until obviously when they get to the chorus, right?
Right.
And so then I was like, oh,
Yes.
having not been a big Wham fan, it didn't.
No.
Yeah, so folks, that's Wake Me Up Before You Go by the Sad Hotels.
I tell you, I love the production.
Oh, it's
Yes.
beautiful.
I love the production on it, and bands will do a cover of a band like this, and especially bands like, from what I'm getting to these guys, they don't take themselves too seriously.
Right.
Mm-mm.
And a lot of bands who are kind of in that vein, they'll do a cover like this, and they'll sort of mutilate the song on purpose. I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You've heard that kind of thing before.
Yep.
But they didn't do that with this. I mean, they played it completely straight.
It's
I mean, it's their own version, right? And they put their own spin on it, obviously.
It totally is.
But they play it straight, like they are just into it, hardcore.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And the production's fantastic.
It's
I love the sound of the
top-notch.
guitar.
Yeah. Yep.
Little vocalists kind of remind me a little Lux Interior kind of Cramps vibe going on there. They got a little, I'd almost say psychobilly, except it's not fast, but
It had the Billy part of it.
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, I did too. And I got to tell you guys, when I first listened to it, I didn't catch on, even though I saw the title, I didn't catch on that it was what we were talking about until, like you say, the chorus came in. Like, oh, so it's not their own song. It is, but it's their own version of the song. And
same with you and Jaime Frank. I was listening to the lyrics. I didn't catch the name of the tune. I'm listening to it, and when I hear, make the sun shine brighter than Doris Day, I go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Nobody. That line is only from one tune on the effing planet.
Yeah, nobody.
And it's from Wham.
That was the line I knew, but I couldn't place
Then I
it.
looked it up. Yeah, Jaime, I did the same thing. Then I went back. Oh my gosh, they're doing way. Oh, good job, Sad Hotels out of Frisco.
Good.
I don't think you can call it Frisco if they're from San Francisco. I think you have to say San Francisco.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be cool. San Francisco.
You only say Frisco when you're talking to Angelinos.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of like Wonderfully.
Something like that.
Sad Hotels out of San Francisco.
San Fran.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, right. Good stuff. Look them up. You won't be disappointed. All songs are very cool. They do.
Yeah, Instagram, Sad Hotels Music, Twitter, Sad Hotels Music, Venmo at Sad Hotels. And again, Great tune.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe who would think to remake that tune
Yep.
and then lay it out like that? I think I might like this better.
Yeah. Well, it's
It's.
I like it a lot better.
I do too. Yeah. No, that to take that tune and rework it like that.
good
My
stuff.
gosh. Thank you, Sad Hotels. Thank you.
All
My
right.
gosh.
Moving forward, like I told you, the band that I have, I did not plan this. It's apropos to what's going on right now, but
Apropos.
it's a big word. Look it up. I think
Like wonderfully apropos.
I know. Like I said, my friends are gonna say, "What the hell?" But and I should have known by the name of the band, Swerve Left. But I was thinking political. I shit you not.
Can you say shit while we're recording?
Just
Or did that get edited out? Oh, I did it.
the band consisted of Mike Hurwitz on vocals and guitars, Julia Austin on vocals and bass, David Demiris on keyboards and vocals, Steve Weschler on guitars, and Nick Salzetti on drums. And they're kind of a mixture of punk, jazz, and rock, and folk music. They're
I can tell already I'm going to like it because they have a Julie in the band who's on bass and vocals.
probably will. You probably
Yeah, and to add to what Jaime said, Frank didn't slaughter the names.
Well, you know what? If I did it real fast, so you guys wouldn't catch on to that.
Oh, maybe he did, Jaime. Frank's tricky. Yeah, that's right.
Anyways, this particular album, which is called Swerve Left, came out in May of 2020, and it's fairly new. They're available for protest rallies and fundraising.
Easy, fella. Don't incite a riot.
They believe in power to the people, and
So do I. Yeah.
I think if you're going to protest, this is probably the best way to do it, folks.
Well, lay it out.
In the 60s, we had Bob Dylan and all them who put their views in music, whether you like
Joan
it.
Baez, yeah.
You can always tap your toes. And this song is called "We Need Action," and let's give it a listen.
Ooh.
We don't need no thoughts and prayers. We don't need no empty chairs. We need action. We don't need no thoughts and prayers. We don't need no vacant stares. We need action. We got too many guns, too many killed, too many lives. How many will we allow? How many lost? What we need now, what we need now. We don't need no committees. We don't need no more studies. We need action. We don't need no fortress gates. We don't need more fuel for hate. We need action. When your heart's broken too many times, so many lies spoken, it's such a crime. We got too many guns, too many killed, too many lives. How many will we allow? How many lost? What we need now, what we need now. We don't need you in our way. We don't need no NRA. We need action. We don't need no. We don't need no. We need action in every town. We need action. We need it now. We need action. We need action. We need action. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need action.
With "We Need Action." again,
Out of Austin, Texas, right?
in Texas.
Love it.
And that in itself, I thought was interesting, being a very red state, you know.
Mhm.
And here we go. And, these kids are out there making their point across. And like I said, whether you agree with it or don't agree with it, listen to the music, enjoy
I
the
like the vocals. Yeah, yeah, the accompaniment with each other.
yeah. What do you think of the bass playing there, Jim?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I did. I was thinking a lot of great little bass fills in there. Absolutely.
Anyways, like I said, they're available for all kinds of get-togethers.
Can I just listen to them when I'm in the car
If you want to.
by myself? Do I have to get together?
Well, not after 6 p.m. I hope you're not out in your car.
No.
Yeah. You can wear. You don't.
I get to stay home because other people are out there, I guess, taking action.
Not the right kind. That's for sure.
Touche, Jaime.
Yeah.
Touche. Well done.
And for those of you that are watching and don't know, we're in the LA area,
Mhm.
and it's major
Curfew.
small cities. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Curfew. Even out here, we're like, well, for me, I'm about 30 miles east of LA. Jim and Frank are on each side of me. Out here, I mean, there's, we're suburbia out here.
Yeah.
And, we started the show at the curfew. I got a good mind to just put on my AirPods and walk around the block.
You rebel.
Play some Bob Dylan, play some
Oh,
Joan Baez, play some Wavy Gravy or something.
What's wrong with you, man?
It's the curfew, Jaime.
Curfew.
I didn't even like it when I was a kid. You
No.
better be home by, I didn't even like it then.
No.
But,
Well, that's
it is what it is, folks. We're all God's children. Just keep your chin up. We'll be okay.
there you go.
As long
You know
as there's
what?
music.
No, but I like that there's passionate people making passionate music.
That's what,
Agreed.
like I said, we don't have to agree with everything we hear. We don't have to disagree. But one thing I think all three of us agree on: good music's good music, whether you like the lyrics or not. They're
Bingo.
some pretty good musicians there, and
Oh, man.
they're getting.
And
so
I think we would all agree that it's important to listen to all sides too.
yes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep.
All right. Well, moving forward, and we have Jim with his pick.
Yeah, this week gonna revisit an artist who has been on the conspiracy before. He's a co-conspirator,
Yeah.
and that is Ken Sharp.
All right.
Ah, Ken Sharp.
Yeah,
Right.
he's back. He is
I
back.
love it. Loved his stuff too. Yes.
Yeah, great power pop. I think you guys are gonna like this one. Very Beatles, very T-Rex.
Yes.
He's got a little Mark Bolan thing going on in the voice there. So anyway, this particular tune is called "Hold On World," and it was released in April. And I just want to read this because I picked this song kind of for two reasons. One is he says, in light of the COVID-19 crisis, in a spirit of unity and as a message of hope, I wrote and recorded a new song, Hold On World, which I've just released as a single. Proceeds from the sales of the single will be channeled to the United Way Worldwide's COVID-19 Community Response and Recovery Fund, which provides relief to those left vulnerable by the pandemic.
Sweet.
So
Yeah.
go spend $1 and help those who are in need. But I want you to listen to the lyrics because I thought it was particularly important considering everything that's kind of happened since then.
All right.
So I just want to quote this there. It says, "Hey there, brother, you're so far away. Hey there, sister, the news gets worse every day. We're running out of answers and we're running out of time. So send out this message across the telegraph lines. United we stand, divided we fall. So hold on, world, hold on. One last chance for humanity, one voice singing our song. So hold on, world, hold on." And I thought, considering everything else that's going on since this single was released,
Right.
kind of important lyrics there, you know.
Wow.
They would
important that we hold on to each other.
Well,
So now I'm getting political.
no, but now here's where you should use
touchy
that,
feely, whatever.
Here's
but
where you use that word, Frank. Very apropos, Jaime. Very apropos.
very
Yeah.
apropos, right? And that's what I
Beautiful.
thought. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's give Ken Sharp. Hold on.
Ken Sharp, our pal. Thanks, Ken. Thank
Hey, brother, you're so far away. Hey, that sister, the news gets worse every day. We're running out of answers, and we're running out of time. Send out this message across the telegraph lines. United we stand, divided we fall. So hold on, world, hold on, oh yeah. Hold on. One last chance for humanity, and one voice singing our song. So hold on, world, hold on. Prey on the living, prey on the weak.
There's Ken Sharp with Hold On World. Good stuff.
I love that. I love that fat, heavy piano, just real low and real piano, and then a Wurlitzer in there or a Hammond or whatever. Great vocals. Sorry to jump this, guys, but that was fantastic. Thank you, Ken Sharp.
Good.
Man, that's good stuff.
Good song. I really appreciated the drums, believe it or not. It has that 70s feel to it. Like again, one of the Beatlesque
Oh, very.
production.
But good.
Oh no, I never
I mean,
knew
that
it
was
not to be good, but
that was quality. Thank
he's
you.
he's a guy that, like, when you listen to his recordings, he knows how to layer stuff, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
It's very very lush.
That guy could be a pastry chef. I'm telling you that it is good term, Jaime. Layered,
Yep.
just stuff coming in, stuff going out, coming back. It's beautiful. To me, it's beautiful. That's a beautiful tune.
sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so check it out, Ken Sharp. He's on Bandcamp. You can find him on Facebook also. He also just released, in honor of one of his heroes, Pete Townsend just celebrated, what was his 75th birthday?
Mm.
He released it. He released a cover of "The Kids Are All Right,"
Oh, nice.
and nice little version of it. Took it, made it his own, but in the kind of in the same spirit as the original. So anyway, go drop a buck on Hold On World and help with some COVID-19 relief, people.
Most.
Yes.
All three bands can be found on Bandcamp, and we'll have links for their Facebook pages, and any of the links of their social media. They'll be on our YouTube page and our Facebook page as well.
Yeah.
Check
Yeah.
out.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, this week was Jerry's pick for classic rock album for us to revisit.
Wore this one out, guys.
Don't stop.
Sorry.
Don't stop.
I was just gonna say, wore this one out. Had the album before it, Freedom at Point Zero. Had this in April of '81. It came out. So what? April of our senior year, guys. And I wore this out, and on the re-listen, out of 9 songs at 39 minutes, I'm almost positive 4 of these were on the radio, if not more. But,
I remember at least 2.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, Frank. I interrupt all the time.
No, not
I get excited. I get worked up.
floor is yours. This is your band.
Well, okay, guys. Modern Times, Jefferson Starship, April in 1981, 9 songs, 39 minutes. We got Craig Chiquito on lead guitar, Ansley Dunbar on drums, which is his second to last album with the Starship. Oh, and Jeffrey Brenneman from the Paisley Stage Raspberry Rhyme podcast. He used to play drums for Journey off of Infinity.
Yeah, Journey ousted him.
Yeah, that's what Starship ousted him too. Okay, we got David Freeberg on vocals and bass, Paul Kantner, of course, from OG, the original.
Right.
Original rhythm and vocals, Pete Sears, original on bass, Mickey Thomas, of course, on vocal, and of course, Grace Slick. But yeah, Modern Times. I wore this album out, guys. I really did. Yep.
Well, side one has, I think, the most familiar songs.
Absolutely. Yep.
Stranger, Wild Eyes, and Save Your Love.
Mm-hmm.
I know the first 2 songs, Find Your Way Back and Stranger, on the radio a lot.
Yep.
And,
both singles. Yep.
Yeah. And who produced that album, Jerry? You
Oh, geez. I don't have that. I thought about writing it down, too, and I didn't. Lay it on me, Frank. You know.
I didn't write it down either.
Oh, shoot.
Because it was your album, wasn't mine. So.
No. I got all the players. That's that. I can look it up real quick.
Yeah. Why don't you do that? I just, like I said, an album of 2 sides. You're familiar with the first 2 songs, right, Jim? And
I am familiar with the first 2 songs.
And
this was my favorite side of the record.
Oh, absolutely.
Very 80s, like we talked about earlier, this album.
Now you guys both said that. Now, why do you say that's very 80s?
The production on it.
The production.
So just the sound, once you hear the sound, regardless of the tune, you think 80s? Because to me, it's so clean and polished. I don't.
Well, and listen to the style of the drum beats, too. They're very happy drums.
No, but Ansley Dunbar is prehistoric.
Yeah.
I mean, guys.
Poor Ansley.
Well, no, I mean, he made his bones. I mean, he played with Journey, Jefferson Starship, and but to me, it's anyway. I don't want to get in there. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's to me, it's caveman drumming.
Right.
Oh,
I mean, it works. It works. I mean, I listened to Infinity by Journey. I love it. And then the next album, they get a new drummer, and it's like, whoo, poof.
Right. Well,
Ron.
Sorry, Ansley Dunbar. Yeah, sorry.
Ron Nevison, producer.
Oh, very good.
Thank you, Jaime. I was still looking. Yeah.
It's very, very prominent in the 80s. So
Yeah, 70s.
right. Oh well, let's talk about.
So wait, can we
You want?
we just hold on? Save Your Love.
Yeah, what Ace's version?
Kind of a country.
I love you, Frank, because when that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, go.
What'd you guys think of that one?
No.
No.
It's
It's got that root and fifth bass line going on, so it's got that little country rock feel to it. But like the last 2.5 minutes is just Craig Chiquiso's guitar solo.
Yes.
Thank you, Jaime. I got exactly written next to my note, guitar solo outro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I had no idea how good Craig Chiquico was
Amazing. I
until the re-listen,
saw
which is sad because that was, several years ago, almost.
he was there and he was peddling, I think, Carvin guitars or something. And the man can play acoustic guitar like there's no tomorrow. I was blown away by how good he was.
Very underrated.
Yes. But yeah, I think, like you say, the song itself didn't stick with me. I didn't think, oh my God, this is a song I want to listen to again and again.
Oh, I got a worse one on side 2. Eesh.
Well, we'll get to side 2 because that's a whole nother story. It's like it's a tale of 2 records here. So
Sort of.
I mean, who'd you say produced it?
Ron Nevison.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. But that tune, I guess, are we back on? Okay. That tune was in response to a Rolling Stone interview where they thought, hey, you guys keep carrying on. this isn't Jefferson Airplane. You guys, what are you guys doing? This is, you guys have used up, you know, it's 1981. You guys aren't relevant, and they wrote that in response.
Well, yeah, Stairway to Cleveland, in that, in reference to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, just didn't care.
No, F you. We do what we want. Sorry, folks.
That's all right.
I didn't really cuss.
I don't like the gang singing that they do on a lot of the songs.
Boy, I'm right there with you. When Mickey Thomas is singing, it's great. When they have him and Grace singing lead vocal,
agreed.
Just doesn't work for me.
But you don't want to hear Paul Kantner and Pete Sears from the OG band in the '60s kind of throw in a little background. You don't want to hear that. I don't even know if it's them.
Yeah,
I'm just assuming it's them. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple songs that they sing kind of a dual lead on though, and
I don't get it.
It doesn't work for me. Have either Grace sing it or have Mickey sing it, but
of their singing
this doesn't work.
Okay, let me say something to both you guys right now. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Both of them singing. You're both wrong.
Why are you ruining the vibe of the podcast right now?
I'm sorry, but when you go, only one of them should be singing at a time.
We're not talking about that album, and we're talking.
Except the part you're singing.
Jefferson Starship.
Except the part you're singing is basically the chorus.
I don't care what you guys say.
They switch back and forth.
Go ahead.
I think they switch back and forth on the lead vocal on
so you're saying not together.
Right.
Correct.
And it's more than just two.
Oh, there's a couple tunes in there where she backs them up okay.
Yeah, they add layers on there to where it's just a mess. It's just too much going on, and it's not a lead vocal. It's like I say, it's a chorus of singers singing that. It doesn't work for me.
That was my gripe with Stairway to Cleveland. It's like a gang vocal all the way through, and it's just.
Yeah, but they all got abused by a magazine, so they're ganging up. Where are you guys from?
I understand what you're saying, and it at a certain point, like when you say that, it goes beyond just being music; it becomes a piece of art.
Okay.
But in this case, I may not know.
I love them all singing. I loved it. I love that gang. You know.
I use this all the time. I may not know art, but I know what I like, and I don't like that.
Oh, yo también. Well, then you're just wrong, Art. Hey, Art, you're wrong.
Okay. No, I liked the vibe of the song. I like the sentiment of the song. I liked what they had to say in the song. I just didn't like the production of the song.
Yeah. My gosh,
I'd have done it if I was producing it. It would have been different. That's all I'm saying.
I think Jerry.
But they didn't ask me to produce it, so.
And I really think this was because, again, it was the 80s and it was how they were producing records. Less is more sometimes.
Yeah, but you guys are more musical. You guys are in bands. You guys been in the studio. I haven't. And to go back what Jaime just said, I like it.
That's good.
And I think maybe that's because I got the intel on what the tune was about. Mm-hmm. And when they're all being lambasted by a magazine that says, yeah, you know, guys, you don't have the original players. You're not as good as you used to be. What are you guys doing? To me, all of them replying back in unison is far out.
That's all good.
I love you guys. We do this all the time, and I love you guys because you guys are more record ear to me.
I probably would have had each one of them take a verse.
Yeah, go back and forth. Do it.
Oh, no,
a little clearer, a little more easy.
Now that you say that, that might be a touche moment on your part.
Just me, I don't know.
No, but if they all just took a little,
like it.
Yeah, if they all took a line, I kind of like it. Yeah.
The fact that you like is what makes the world go round, brother.
Right.
Well, I like that. If they all took a little shot at a verse,
yeah.
I mean, I stand corrected, guys. I apologize.
It's what you like. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just it's not pleasing to my ears to listen to everybody sing at once.
Yeah.
And it is a good song because it is tongue in cheek in a way of screw you establishment, you know, screw you Rolling Stone, basically.
Yep.
Yeah. Fight the power.
Yeah.
Oh, and just a little side note, the girl on the cover is Monica Clemens.
Oh, I was wondering if anybody knew. I didn't think that was Grace. So.
No, it's Monica Clemens, and she's also the model on the back of the album with the eyes, where it's just the eyes. Yeah, Monica Clemens.
Good.
Thank you for letting us know. So, neither one of you guys liked Alien.
No.
Oh, I got a big fat no next to that, Jaime. Was somebody trying to produce an opus?
Yeah.
I enjoyed the guitar playing on it.
Yeah.
I didn't care for the song though.
No.
Oh, no, it was like, man, you guys are rocking. What happened?
Right.
I think somebody says, I wrote some important music down on my piano.
That was a flashback song. That's what that was.
If that.
I'm thinking.
And then I have one more question about the record.
Yep.
The song "Free"
Mhm.
with that drum at the beginning, the cymbal crashes
Reminds me
and
of the
everything
Knack.
like that.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Well, listening to the whole song, I thought if this was produced differently, like a different tone on the guitar, different attack, I think any metal band could cover that song, and it would come out to be a good song.
Yeah.
On next to the word or next to the tune "Free." Sorry to interrupt, Frank. I got yes, yes, and guitar with exclamation point. So Craig Chiquigo back again. Yeah, that's what I have on "Free." Yes, yes, guitar.
Again, Jerry, I know you love the album. Do you think
Yes,
it holds up to the test of time?
You guys are throwing me a curveball with it's very 80s.
Mm-hmm.
On the re-listen with modern technology, digital AirPods, earphones, whatever, modern, where you can hear everything. I'm sure when I first heard this album, April of '81, it's our senior year. I've got a record player. It's not the same. But on the re-listen, Frank, to answer your question, I do.
Mhm.
It holds up to me. I loved it. I loved re-listening to it. Of course, like I said, you hear more these days with the AirPods, etc., whatever your version of listening is. I forgot how much I liked this album, and I wore this thing out back in the day, guys. So I think it holds up. To answer your question, I apologize. Yeah, I think it holds up.
If they remove "Save Your Love" and put up "Stairway to Cleveland" and just release side one that way,
Well, yeah,
listen to it more. Because
yeah.
so for me, a lot of throwaway songs on side two. They don't hold up to where I want to listen to them over and over. Find Your Way Back, when it's on the radio, I don't turn it off. It's a good,
No.
Same with Stranger. They
Yep.
powerful songs, but like I said, they are a product of that era. It's kind of like when you listen to a Huey Lewis album, exactly.
I love Huey Lewis, guys. We haven't even picked him,
80s.
have we?
You knew exactly.
I love me some Huey Lewis. I'm sorry.
I like a couple of his albums. I even saw him in concert. Puts on a great show he had
Oh,
the power with him. Awesome. But don't look at me that look, Jim. Yes. Back in the day.
yeah. Jim's been a little frisky this show, Frank. Good for you.
It's
You're getting a little.
Frank just blew my mind. What can I say?
yeah.
Well, it's if it wasn't us three, Jaime, he would never have said that. If he wasn't at home, he would never have said that. But he's in his comfort zone.
Not true.
He's running the show. He does all the work. He feels
Frank,
comfortable. Thank you for that, Frank. Huey, oh yeah.
I think Frank's gotten to that point in his life where he just doesn't care. He can say like, "Yeah, I saw Huey
Jaime,
Lewis
he was
live."
like that in freaking ninth grade. What are you talking about?
No, he would never
Frank
admit in
didn't
ninth
care
grade.
Probably would admit Huey Lewis in ninth grade.
No, absolutely
No,
not.
but my reference is to the part about caring.
No, never.
Oh.
Aces. There was Irvine Meadows was having concerts during Bette Midler. I saw Pat Benatar. I saw Billy Idol.
Ooh.
Lots of great shows that, I wouldn't necessarily say, oh, I got to go see this band. But back then you can get lawn seats for $15-$20.
Yep. Yep.
It was, I'd go
A beer was $4 or $5. Now it's
just to go.
I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah.
But anyways, so that's Jerry's pick. You think it stands the test of time, Jim? How's your overall feeling?
My overall feeling was it was much better than I expected.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking you could have cut this down to 8 tunes. Maybe throw Alien away.
Yes.
I remember hearing Mary on the radio, and I think that's like kind of a cool little lyrical hook. I won't marry Mary.
No, I love that, Jaime. I'll never marry Mary.
Yeah,
I love that.
never. That's what it is. Never marry
That
Mary.
what-
So
That was it. Yeah.
If they had released it as a 4-song EP, yeah, I think so. I think somebody listening to it now would probably find it kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
Maybe 60-40. I don't know. Can we say 60-40? There's 9 songs. I don't know.
Well, there was 4 singles off it: "Find Your Way Back," "Stranger," "Save Your Love," and "Stairway to Cleveland." And "Stairway to Cleveland" was a promotional single only, but the other 3, yeah.
Share with you guys. I was just reading an article where there's something in the works to work around some kind of deal with producers could pay a set amount of money, and music, which is in domain, if it were to be used in small doses, could be used. So, because basically the article is saying there's no way, with as many podcasts that are out there now that are breaking the laws by using other people's music, they said it's might as well get it to where, okay, if you're going to have a podcast, you have to sign up and pay a yearly fee, basically. It's an unlimited thing though, where you would pay X amount of dollars and then you can get the music you want. So don't know if it'll ever happen, but in the meantime, we're just kind of,
Well, maybe Jaime and I should contribute, find out what it is, because Frank, every time, and folks out in conspiracy land, Frank does a wonderful job of all this, and Jaime too, and we have fun. Frank edits, throws it all out there, and then gets hit by YouTube or some lawyer or you can't do this. Well, we have permission, and Frank records under the artist name of Shaken Abe. So here's Frank playing a song that he produced and wrote, and he gets hit. You can't play this. This is Shaken Abe's music, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sorry to go off on a rant, Frank, but I think
Appreciate it. No.
I'd love to contribute to whatever it is, yearly subscription, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's do it so we can just be uncut.
Yeah.
It's sad.
So
it's sad to me.
Could actually listen to the music that we want to share.
Exactly. And you get permission from the artist, and it still comes back, and you get hammered, and you can't play this.
It saved me a ton of time on editing, that's for sure.
Literally. Yeah.
Anyway, so the next episode, by the way, right now we're at episode 41, guys.
Yeah. We started in 2018, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're just chugging
Halloween, I think. Yeah.
We may have a little bit more than 41 because we've had a couple special episodes here and there that I didn't count.
Yeah, that weren't numbered. Yeah.
But as far as episodes that we've presented new bands and unsigned bands, 41.
Yeah.
So episode 42 the classic album will belong to Jim. What do you got?
Uh-oh.
Well,
is it Huey Lewis?
It's not Huey Lewis.
Dadgum.
It is The Who, Sing My Generation, their debut album.
Oh, Jaime, I love you.
I love you too, man.
Oh my gosh.
Well, all righty then. Be fun to go.
Love it.
You just picked that one for the album cover, or what was the deal?
No, it's a classic album. It's I guess I had Pete Townsend on my mind because it was his birthday. Although we did just do Empty Glass.
Right. So yep.
But they're very mod beginnings.
I love the Who too. Good job.
They're maximum rock and roll beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum R&B, not maximum rock and roll. Maximum R&B, that was their thing.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that will be a fun listen because I haven't listened to that album in quite a long time.
Neither have I.
Usually when I pull my Who albums out, it's Who's Next, Who by Numbers, or Who Are You? Those are my.
Yeah, I start about Who's Next. That's where I start, Frank.
Yeah. And have you ever?
Good job, Jaime. Yeah.
Albums they have?
What's that?
Well,
how many live albums they have?
No.
It's quite
Live at Leeds is a classic one, right? I mean,
Yeah, Live
that
at
gets
Leeds
held
is
up as one of the great live albums.
Yes.
Maybe I should have picked that one. I
No.
don't know.
You're good. You're good. They're a band though. They hold up live. They had energy, man. They were
Oh yeah.
a good live band. I don't know about now. I know now Roger complains if anybody's smoking. He'll stop the show if anybody's smoking in the front row.
I saw him in, sorry to interrupt, Frank and Jaime. I saw him in April of 17 at Caesar's Palace. Same thing. Everybody's, I mean, I'm not in nosebleed seats. I think I was about Loge. And the cat comes out right off the bat. I mean, everybody's smoking. I'm getting a contact high from 10 rows away. But whoever comes out and says, same thing, Frank. You know, he's sensitive to the smoke at whatever vocal cords, I don't know. But yeah, sorry to interrupt. But yeah, 3 years ago, April of 17, saw the Who in Vegas, and same thing.
Yeah.
No smoking, or we'll quit the show.
Yep.
He's been abusing those vocal cords for a very long time. Since,
And he still can he? You hear that new stuff, guys?
since the
Down in
60s.
Guantanamo.
Oh,
I
just
love it.
yelling and screaming from "Won't Get Fooled Again" is enough to strip your.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
And you don't go to a Who show without seeing them
No.
live. So
Yeah.
well, I'm looking forward to that, Jim. That should be
All right.
Yeah. Well
Good.
done, Jaime. Yep.
And
Thanks.
in 2 weeks' time, we're all in a better place. There's
Yeah.
calm in the world.
Keep the faith, people. Yep.
Yeah, and you know, I'm thinking the way things have been going, 2020 has been such a hellacious year. You know, I think the murder hornets are on their way. They're still coming.
I saw National Geographic on that. Like, it was probably 5 or 8 years ago.
Mhm.
So to bring them back, they're running out of stuff. What are they going to bring back next?
I don't know.
I mean, they're running out of stuff. What's next? I don't know.
Yeah, there's always going to be something that's going to
Well,
make its way to America,
yeah.
you know, and
Well,
to disrupt the day. So
keep the faith, folks. Keep rocking.
Yep.
That's all we got.
yeah, you better believe it.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, you have anything else before we close this one out?
Yeah, folks, during this pandemic, riots, etc., we're doing this show, recording this show on June 1st. Curfews are out in all of our towns, mine, Jim's, Frank's, 6 p.m. We started recording at 6 p.m. I'm going to go outside and walk down the block just to see if I can get any police action, folks, because I'm a rebel.
Rebel.
But keep rocking, folks. Keep the faith. It's all beautiful. You know, we're all God's children. Love you all. Keep listening. Music is the answer. But I'm pretty sure we'll get through this. Yep. Pretty sure. Quite sure.
Well,
keep rocking, folks.
check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe here to YouTube. Listen to us on Buzzsprout, Apple, iTunes. We're everywhere, guys. And whatever tickles your fancy on how you like to listen to a podcast, give us a listen. Drop some comments. Give us a like here and there. We really appreciate it. If you want to be part of our What Floats Your Boat, send us a video of what you're listening to. I always want to hear from our listeners.
Yeah, we do. JFJ Show at gmail.com. Yep.
Make me bug you, because if we're friends on Facebook and I'm sending you a message, I expect a response back.
Yep. Frank does, folks. He's like that.
You
No, actually, I'm like that. So is Jaime.
yeah,
We're all like that.
kind of relentless that way.
Yep.
Jim, you have anything?
Well, before we close the shop, I'd like to say smash the like button, and I got a new one.
Oh,
Smash that notification bell.
there's the
So
bell.
you know when the next one is out there.
You know what?
Well done, Jaime.
My phone, and I don't get notified, and I don't know what's going on. So unclick it and click it again. And if it's not working, if you're not getting notified, try that. And also, if you're on Facebook and you want to go see our videos and it tells you that it's restricted or you can't get to it, just go to YouTube directly and log in. Look for JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, and it'll get you there. There's something
Yep.
Facebook in the restricted modes, and I don't know because Jerry cusses so much or what it is.
Yeah, but Frank, don't you edit well? I think you leave some of them cussing out there on purpose sometimes just to launch a scud at me. I don't know.
All right, Jim, why don't you take us on home?
Shop is closed.
All right. There you go. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 4, 3. Where's that? 2.
I'm Jim.
I'm Frank.
And I'm Jerry.
And this is 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's too e-holy.
Anyways, let's get back to the show.
Can we please?
All right. So, yeah, look how red Jerry is. This is going to leave that part in for sure.
Oh, I don't care. If they knew what we were talking about.